When you look into the blackness of the sky, you are peering into the fathomless depth of the universe. Stars, planets, and galaxies stretch into space not just further than you can see, but further than you can imagine. The universe is the whole of existence, all of space, matter, energy, and time. The universe is so vast as to be unimaginable, but we do know that it is steadily expanding following its beginning 13.8 billion years ago in an explosive event called the Big Bang. Thus, it is mentioned in the Holy Quran that the universe continues to expand, and this is another sign of the Holy Quran, which proves that it was sent to the Prophet Muhammad by the Sovereign God. Understanding the universe. People used to think of the universe as a giant sphere, but we now know that things are not simple. The universe probably has no center or outer edge, only a fraction of it. The observable universe is visible to us. The whole universe may be vastly bigger than this, perhaps infinitely so. The shape of space. The three dimensions of space are bent by the force of gravity from matter in the universe into a fourth dimension that we can see. This is hard to visualize, so scientists use the metaphor of a two-dimensional rubber sheet to explain the idea. The mass of the universe could bend this rubber sheet in one of three ways, depending on how densely packed with matter the universe is. Most scientists, the shape of the universe is flat. A dense universe would bend itself into a closed shape. Traveling in a straight line would bring you back to your starting point. Open. If the universe isn't dense enough, it might stretch into an open shape, making it infinity in size with no outer edge. Flat. Just the right amount of matter would give the universe a flat shape. This would also be infinity in size with no outer edge. Looking back in time, because light takes time to travel. When we look into space, we are looking back in time. The most distant object visible are galaxies photographed by the Hubble telescope. We see them as they were 13 billion years ago. The universe extends far beyond this, but it's impossible to see objects much further because the light hasn't had time to reach us. For these objects, the light from the faintest galaxies in the photo from the Hubble telescope took 13 million years to reach Earth. What the matter? The elements hydrogen and helium make up 98% of the matter we can see in the universe, but there doesn't seem to be enough matter to account for the way stars and galaxies are pulled by gravity. As a result, astronomers think galaxies contain dark matter which we cannot see. There is also an unknown force making the universe expand, known as dark energy. The universe is so vast that we cannot appreciate its size without making leaps of scale. In the series of pictures, its stage represents a microscopic speck of the image to its right. When dealing with the vast distances in space, kilometers aren't big enough. Instead, astronomers use the speed of light as a yardstick. Light is so fast it can travel around Earth 7.5 times in a second. 1 light year is the distance light travels in a year, nearly 10 trillion kilometers or 6 trillion miles. The Earth is 12.756 kilometers or 7.926 miles wide. Our nearest neighbor in space, the Moon, orbits Earth at a distance of 384,400 kilometers or 238,000 855 miles. If Earth were the size of a football, the moon would be the size of a million, about 21 meters or 69 feet away. The Sun family of 8 planets occupies a region of space 9 billion kilometers or 536 billion miles wide. If Earth were a football, it would take 5 days to walk across the part of the solar system. The nearest star would be a 58-year walk away. The nearest star to the Sun is Proxima Centauri, which is just over 4 light years away. There are around 2,000 stars within 50 light years of the Sun. These make up our stellar neighborhood, which is a tiny fraction of the Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way is a vast cloud of 200 billion stars. Its shape resembles a pair of right eggs held back to back, with a central bulk surrounded by a flat disk. It measures 100,000 light years across the disk and 2,000 light years deep through the bulk. A local group of galaxies, the Milky Way is just one of perhaps over 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. Galaxies exist in groups called clusters, held together by gravity. The Milky Way is part of its cluster known as the local group, which is about 10 million light years wide. Supercluster. Clusters of galaxies exist in even large groupings called superclusters. We live in the Virgo supercluster, which is one of the million of superclusters in the known universe. Between these are immense empty areas called cosmic void. Celestial bodies. The universe is at least 99.9999% space, floating in the vast dark void are all sorts of different objects, which astronomers call celestial bodies. They range from grains of dust to planets, stars, and galaxies. Our solar system includes a star, the Sun, and a large family of planets and moons that formed from the same cloud of gas that gave breath to the Sun. In recent years, planets have been seen around thousands of other stars, showing that our solar system may be one of the billions in our galaxy. Asteroid. Rocky lumps left over from the formation of the solar system are called asteroids. They range in size from boulders to bodies close to the size of a dwarf planet. Comet. Comets are chunks of ice from the outer reaches of the solar system. Some grow long tails of gas and dust as they approach the Sun and are warmed by it. Moon. Also called natural satellite. A moon is a body that orbits a planet. Earth has only one moon, but the planet Jupiter has 69, including Lu above. Dwarf planet. Dwarf planets are larger than an asteroid, but smaller than a planet like planets. They are round in shape. Pluto above is the best known dwarf planet. Planet. A planet is a large and nearly spherical object that orbits a star and has swept its orbital path clear of orbits. The solar system has 8 planets. Stars. These luminous balls of gas, such as the Sun, shine by generating its nuclear power. Stars come in a wide range of types, temperature, and size. Nebula. A glowing cloud of gas and dust in space is known as a nebula. Some nebulae are clouds of wreckage created by dying stars, or that give breath to new stars. Is there anybody out there? One of the biggest questions in science is whether life is unique to Earth or has arisen in another world. And if life has appeared elsewhere, could intelligent beings have evolved? Scientists have set a project to watch and listen for signals from extraterrestrials, and messages have been sent to the stars to inform any aliens out there of our existence. Arecibo message. In 1974, scientists used the giant Arecibo radio telescope in Puerto Rico to broadcast a radio message towards the star cluster M13. The message contains symbols that represent human beings, our base 10 counting system, the DNA molecule, and the solar system. More a publicity stunt than a serious attempt to contact aliens. The broadcast will take 25,000 years to reach M13, and a reply will take 25,000 years to return. SETI. Astronomers involved in the SETI Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence project use powerful radio telescope to scan the sky in search of artificial radio signal broadcast by alien civilizations. The SETI project has been running since 1960, but it has so far found no conclusive evidence of alien signals, despite some false alarms.